brush twice a day. You floss. You even use mouthwash. But every 6 months you sit in that dentist's chair and hear the same scraping sound. More tartar, more buildup, more "you need to come back sooner next time." Here's the truth nobody tells you. Brushing harder won't fix it. Because tartar isn't the real problem. Tartar is just what shows up at the end of a much deeper process. A bacterial shield that your toothbrush was never designed to break. Today I'm going to show you the #1 proven way to dissolve that shield before it turns into stone. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the toothpaste industry doesn't want you mixing this at home. What we casually call tartar is actually something called a biofilm. Think of a slimy rock in a shallow stream, that slick coating you feel when you pick it up. That's a biofilm. And here's the wild part. More than 95% of all bacteria on this planet live inside biofilms. It's their survival strategy. They build a microscopic fortress out of calcium, sugar, and protein, and they hide inside it where your immune system can't reach them, where antibiotics can't reach them, and where your toothbrush definitely can't reach them. The main architect of this fortress in your mouth is a bacterium called Streptococcus mutans. Remember that name, because this same bacterium has been found in places it has no business being. Researchers have isolated it on heart valves and buried deep inside arterial plaque. Your mouth is not separate from the rest of your body. What grows on your teeth eventually shows up in your bloodstream. So what feeds this bacterium? Two things working together: sugar and starch. Sugar alone is bad, but when you combine sugar with starch, think bread with jam, pasta with sauce, cereal with milk, Streptococcus mutans uses it to manufacture a glue-like substance that bonds directly to your enamel. That's the foundation of the biofilm. And as the bacteria feed, they release lactic acid as waste. That acid drops the pH inside your mouth from a healthy neutral 7 down to around 5 or even lower. At that pH, calcium starts leaching out of your enamel. Your teeth literally begin dissolving from the outside in. And at the same time, that loose calcium gets reabsorbed by the biofilm and hardens it into the yellow-brown rock we call tartar. This is why people who eat clean diets and still get cavities are so confused. It's not about how often you brush. It's about whether the environment in your mouth is letting this bacterium thrive. Here is the protocol. 4 ingredients. All of them either food grade or already made by your own body. Ingredient 1. Baking soda. 1/4 teaspoon. Baking soda is sodium bicarbonate, which is the exact same compound your saliva produces to neutralize acid. It raises the pH in your mouth almost instantly, which stops calcium from leaching out and makes the environment hostile to the bacteria. And before you worry about it being too abrasive, on the dental abrasivity scale, baking soda scores a 7. Regular commercial toothpaste scores anywhere from 70 to 250. So you are using something more than 10 times gentler than what's already in your bathroom. Ingredient 2. Food-grade hydrogen peroxide, 3%. 1/4 teaspoon. Hydrogen peroxide is another compound your own cells already produce as a natural antimicrobial. It oxygenates the mouth, and because most of the bacteria living in tartar are anaerobic, meaning they cannot survive in the presence of oxygen, it kills them at the source. It also gently whitens the enamel as a bonus. Ingredient 3. 3 drops of clove essential oil. Clove oil contains a compound called eugenol that disrupts biofilm bonds. It also numbs gum pain if your gums are inflamed. Make sure it is therapeutic grade. Ingredient 4. 1/4 teaspoon of microcrystalline hydroxyapatite powder. This is the missing piece most people skip. Hydroxyapatite is the exact mineral your enamel is made of. When you brush with it, those tiny crystals fill the microscopic pits where acid has already eaten into your tooth. You are not just cleaning, you are rebuilding. Mix everything with 3 teaspoons of water. Stir into a paste. Brush in slow circles for 2 minutes, inside and out. Do this once a day, not twice. Once is enough. A dentist named Weston Price traveled the world in the 1930s, studying populations that had perfect teeth without ever seeing a dentist. He found one common factor he called activator X. We now know that compound as vitamin K2. People who consumed grass-fed butter, aged cheese, and pasture-raised egg yolks were getting massive amounts of K2, and it was directing calcium into their teeth and bones, not into their arteries. So while you fix the surface with this rinse, support it from the inside with K2. A few cautions. Do not do this protocol more than once per day. Hydrogen peroxide and baking soda are powerful, and overdoing them disrupts the healthy bacteria that protect your mouth. 2 to 3 times a week with the full mix is actually ideal once your tartar is under control. On the other days, just brush with a clean toothbrush and a little coconut oil. And the most important shift, cut the sugar and the refined starches. You cannot outbrush a bad diet. The mouth is a window into the body. Heal one, and you heal the other. If you found this useful, the next video you absolutely need to watch is the one I made on vitamin K2. The exact dosage, the best food sources, and why 90% of people are deficient without knowing it. Click the card on the screen. Subscribe, hit the bell, and I will see you in the next one.